Alright guys, taking a look today at a multi-tool. So, this is what it looks like when it's open. I'll leave a few images that give you a little more details. Then we'll jump into talking a little bit more about this and some of the pros and cons. Because there's some good points, but there's some issues that maybe will keep you from wanting to own this. But it's up to you. Let's get into the video and find out more.
Catch 'em all.
Alright guys, so as I stated, we're taking a look at a multi-tool, but before we get into actually looking at the tool, real quickly, just show you a very simple box that it ships in. A nice little Velcro type sheath pouch with a little belt loop, so if you want to carry that on your belt, you can do so. It's got a little bit of weight to it, so you can put it in your pocket or you could put it on your belt. It is a little heavy. It seems really well made. It has a really good feel of quality, so that's good. Then you also have this little card. It's like a little instructional card, and it has basically a warranty-related warm tips, which is just like some information, suggestions, an email for support. That's the main thing. It also has a little bit about the actual pliers. But on the back, the specifications. So let me run through real quick. We'll take a look at them, but let me run through real quick what this actually contains. So you've got needle nose and standard pliers, wire cutter, saw, flat screwdriver, and there are 3 different sizes. There is a knife, a can opener, and 2 different sizes of Phillips head screwdriver as well. So pretty convenient little tool. May not necessarily match up to my Gerber or my Leatherman in terms of what it offers or maybe the quality, but it definitely feels very robust and sturdy, not like it's going to break, not flimsy at all. So the saw is very, very sharp and will cut very, very well, very easily, and very quickly. So that is good. You, of course, have your different screwdriver sizes. You can see one of the Phillips here, flathead here, and a flathead here. You have your knife blade here. This knife blade does have a locking mechanism here, so it will not come closed on your hand. The saw does not have the same locking mechanism. However, it does have a very tight when it opens, it's very tight, locks into place a little bit on its own, sort of a friction type set. I'll show you what I mean here in just a second. But before, I wanted to show you, these are the other screwdriver tips. So I believe I have everything open that can be opened on this to show you. So the one thing that was a little confusing, if you look at this, you may have noticed what I noticed. You have a, looks like a flathead. This sort of looks like a flathead and another flathead and a can opener. And then this right here looks more like you would like have an awl to punch. It's not really sharp, and it's definitely not a Phillips head, but there is a Phillips head here. And as you can see, nothing else is available to open. So I wonder if it's mislabeled, or maybe I'm just missing something and didn't notice. So, but again, the saw, very sharp, works really well. So let me close this down. Listen to the sound this makes. If it'll do it, let's see. Well, it's actually quiet, but it has a feel like it's like jumping into place. So let me close these down. They pop open with a click. They don't necessarily close with a click, but they take some effort. And that's the sound I was referring to. So let me close this blade right here. So that's the saw blade. Now the knife, it does have a little sort of a quick open. once this is open, you can get access to some of the others, but unless you have really strong fingernails, I don't know that you can open this very easily, because these things are really, really difficult to open, which is in one way a good thing, because it means they're also difficult to close and not going to close on your hand. But it's a little hard to open, at least for me. I do have some issues with my nails because of health issues and things, so maybe they're a little weaker. But there's a locking mechanism, I don't know how well you can see it, but right there. So if you push that, that blade comes shut. It opens up, locks into place really well, really easily. The blade is not very sharp. You may be able to sharpen it. I think for general use, just having a little multi-tool, maybe you throw in your car or in a toolbox somewhere, just to have some of the functionality in the event that you lose or damage some other tool, this might supplement for that purpose. Or if you carry it like as a EDC, an everyday carry type device, it may be fine, and you may want to sharpen it. I'm not going to do that because it's not something I'll use super often. It's these type tools, I generally consider them, because of the affordability, they're easy to replace. So if they get lost, broken, stolen, or what have you, damaged, you know, during use, or if someone's borrowing it, it doesn't really matter because they're easy to replace. And if you open this up, it takes a little bit of effort, but you can see you've got your pliers, your needle nose, your standard plier function, and your wire cutting function. And the spring is actually really nice on that, so it actually works quite well. And it's really, really heavy. It's a little bit slippery, so that's something to keep in mind. It has a nice color and a nice finish. You know, everything, it looks really well made. So, I mean, I can't really fault it or complain about that, but I don't know. It doesn't have any kind of a lanyard type attachment, which is great because I usually don't like those anyway, so that's nice. At least nothing that I've noticed. But overall, it seems really well built. You kind of have to wrestle it back into place carefully. There we go. It kind of just pops in there. So, yeah, overall, pretty nice, but a little difficult to access some of the tools. And I felt like some of what was listed on here, I mean, it says Phillips screwdriver, but it doesn't look like a Phillips screwdriver on this. So anyway, you've seen, you heard, you saw, you judge. The link below should give you more information. Some of the images, hopefully, that I included before the video is also going to be useful to you. So they do have like a support email if you have any problems, questions, warranty related, you know, information and everything. So overall, pretty nice tool. I have another little multi-tool more focused on gardening from them. I like it a little bit better just because I think that it is a little easier to use for me. Your mileage may vary. Anyway, hopefully that gave you enough information to make a judgment call. I wish that it had a different color other than orange, but I don't really care. It's not going to get seen. Check out the link below. That's it. Thanks for watching.